What's going on, guys? WeAreTottenhamTV here. Apologies, I'm not in the studio again. I'm in my home, but again, I've come home and I've seen some big breaking news, so I have to make a video on it. I have to let you know what exactly is going on. It's revolving Christian Romero, and it's for some fantastic news. We have got those three special words from Fabrizio Romano. He says, Fabrizio Romano, here we go, Christian Romero to Tottenham. Romero, Atalanta have accepted Tottenham's official bid of 50 million euros plus 5 million euros in add-ons, and Atalanta have finally accepted the offer from Tottenham Hotspur, and he's going to be a Tottenham Hotspur player. The deal is now imminent. Fabrizio Romano says, here we go. That's all we need to know when hearing from him. It looks like this deal is now just days away from being officially announced, which is a massive deal for Tottenham. Massive that we're going to finally be addressing that centre-back issue with this deal toing and froing. Last week we had reports that the meetings didn't go very well, and there were people saying that deal might be off, but it looks like they've settled their differences. DiMaggio saying today has been a very crucial day in the meetings between Atalanta and Spurs, and it looks like the deal is now going to get over the line. Matteo Moretta says Christian Romero pushed a lot to join Tottenham and was clear from the first moment that he wanted to join Tottenham, and he now has the yes he wanted from Atalanta, and that is very, very crucial. Romero was supposedly pushing very, very hard for this transfer. He really, really wanted it to happen. He wanted to be a Tottenham player. He felt like it was an opportunity he couldn't pass up, and it looks like finally we've got our man and he's got his club, and it's very, very exciting. Then we have Cesar Luis Merlo. He goes on to say that Christian Romero will arrive in England in the next few days to complete his move to Tottenham and signing a contract until 2026. So he's set to sign a 5-year deal, which is massive considering the profile of player. Such a long contract, it means he's committing his long-term future to the club, as well as signing on the dotted line for big money. So that's very, very promising, and I'm happy that we're getting him on such a long contract, and it just breeds more positivity. Romano went on to tweet, Christian Romero will fly to England to join Tottenham within the next 48 hours. So 48 hours away from him coming to London and joining Tottenham Hotspur. So this deal is about to be done. We're really not far away now. Romano says that here we go. DiMaggio saying this is pretty much done. And it looks like this deal is time to get excited, guys. It's time to get excited. This deal is on its way. Romero is going to be a Tottenham player, and everyone out there, it's time to start getting excited by him. Put the Harry Kane news to one side for a second. Put that to the back of your mind, because we're getting a very good centre-back through the door. Someone who's hopefully going to improve the defence by big levels, and I'm very, very happy with this signing. There was also a tweet, Christian Romero, his season rankings from last season in Serie A, he ranked 1st for interceptions, 4th for aerial duels, 8th in the league for tackles, and 10th for clearances. So he's in the top 10 for pretty much all these attributes, and that's very impressive for a centre-back, and especially a defender who plays for such an attacking team like Atalanta. It's very, very impressive, and it seems as though him pushing really, really hard has forced this move through, and it looks like Spurs have finally got their man. In other news, in less big news, Joe Hart's transfer to Celtic has now been officially confirmed. He is now a Celtic player. Tottenham Hotspur have announced the signing, and so have Celtic. So Joe Hart is now going to be a Tottenham player. Joe Hart is now going to be a Celtic player. That is done and dusted, and we wish Joe Hart all the best. He had a few good games for us, playing Europa League mostly. Hardly put a foot wrong, maybe a couple of mistakes. I think it was the right decision to let him go. I don't think he's a goalkeeper that's going to be of use to us right now, especially with having got Golini in. So it looks like so that is the transfer there for Joe Hart. He has gone to Celtic. That is official, done and dusted. And just one other bit of news coming out of the Harry Kane deal. This is also a developing story. While I've got you here, according to the Times, Tottenham Hotspur expect Harry Kane to back down from his transfer from his transfer demands when he comes back to training next week. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that all plays out. Harry Kane, obviously, there's a report from the Independent he's willing to put a transfer request. Other reports now saying he could be backing down if when he comes back to training. It's going to rumble on for a very long time. Fabrizio Romero on his podcast, he said he believes it's very difficult and complicated for Man City to sign Grealish and Harry Kane in the same window. So he'd be very surprised if that happens and gets over the line. But there are journalists closer to Man City who believe it's very much possible, and it's not beyond the realms of possibility that happens. So that deal's going to rumble on. But the main story here, Christian Romero, he's going to be a Tottenham Hotspur player. We've got the hearing over Fabrizio Romano. So let me know in the comment section below. What are your thoughts? Are you excited? Do you think it's enough? Can we not stop here? Do we need more reinforcements, or do you think he can maybe have a Van Dijk level impact on the other centre backs and improve the defenders around him? And maybe we don't need as much investment if we've got a player in the class of Romero. Or are we getting too excited? Is he overrated? Maybe you think he's not as good as everyone is saying. I want to know your opinions in the comment section below. But that's your breaking news and Tottenham update. Let me know your opinions. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.